Good evening, America. This is your silver son speaking, Jonathan. I have an update for you. It appears for the past 16 years, I have been living with a label that produces stigmatism in people. I have lost friends. I have been labeled abnormal, indifferent, sick, and twisted. All because of this label called schizophrenia. First of all, I am not bipolar. This is an inherent, distinctive characteristic that is coupled with the label schizophrenia. I am not bipolar. 2, I do not suffer a mood disorder, so I'm not schizoaffective. I do not have a mood disorder such as depression or becoming manic. And I do not hear the voices of dead people. I am not a deadhead up here. Believe me, the police state has tried very hard to split this. But I'm a multi-dimensional human hybrid. And this cannot be done. It's impossible. If you carry on with this type of behavior, it could kill me. If you try and split a multi-dimensional human hybrid, you could kill the person. What I hear in my head is psychotronic, a word invented by the Kremlin. It is an implant that broadcasts and transmits locally on my neural node network relay the sound of people talking, messages, comments, commands sometimes. They tell me to do stuff. Now, my mother's response to when I became aware of that my future would be spent as a schizophrenic was well, would you jump off the harbour bridge if someone told you to do that? And I said no. Well, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about the psych war. Don't worry about being hospitalized 10 times over a 16-year period. Don't worry about the pain, the anguish, the alone, how alone you can be in your head in this world. So what is going on up here is not abnormal. I hear shit, but it's not the voices of discarnate entities. It's not the voices of dead people. I'm not a deadhead, okay? What is going on up here is quite normal. But I've gone through 12 sessions of ECT to try and vaporize these types of implants, which already exist and are available They were available as hands-free devices earlier in when mobiles were available in the late teenies and the late noughties and the early teenies. These types of handheld devices, which were designed by the military, were available, but they just weren't popular, so they don't make them anymore. These devices would they'd have a microphone, and they'd have a little placemat on the back of your ear, on the back side of your ear goes to your neck, and any transmissions through that could be heard internally. These, I don't know whether you can remember people walking around with them around this period, but they were available, but they don't sell them anymore. They're not popular. This is simply, I've got one of these devices in my head and simply just, you hear shit. And the thing is, like, these were never real voices. This came from my command center, this came from my con, it came from the bridge of some of these neural node relays, and it's predominantly done by Hollywood just to make someone feel a slave to their own mental faculties. Now, I have been hospitalized at least 10 times. Months and months without my civil rights, without my liberties. And basically, all because I'm normal now. All because people thought I was hearing dead people. I don't know what else to say, but there is a massive reckoning in order coming for these people who tried to label me as crazy. CeeLo Green, for example. My own family. But the fact is, because the damage to my vessel, I have to take antipsychotics on a daily basis just so my mind can acclimatize to a sleepful state, and then function in the daytime in a wakeful state, a waking state. And it takes hours for me to get decent rest, for me to shut down properly, and it takes hours for me to wake up and for me to function properly in the daytime. Simply because my mind has been brutalized by pedophilic in Hollywood, in government, and in the police state as well. I don't want to swear, because I want kids to watch this. I want it to be PG so they can realize what the hell they've condoned in their lives, while being in custody of mine. So I don't have schizophrenia. I'm not the 21st century schizoid man, sorry Kanye. I'm not schizoaffective. What I'm going in my head is quite normal, but it can't be stopped. Unless I get to a safe house and a full audit is done and every wire is checked, and every piece of circuitry chips, everything. So Hollywood is gonna burn. My family are going down, my adopted family, and everyone who's given up on me, well, you can go to hell, because catching up with you is a waste of my time anyway. I don't want to see some copy fake in my life exploiting me and taking advantage of me. So that's about it. That's about it for the update. Meanwhile, the socialist apocalypse continues. And tomorrow, we'll have an update. On Thursday, we'll have an update, 2 days away. And we'll see how Joe Biden's inauguration goes. Hopefully, there's no mind terrorists out there willing to terrorize people. Because mind terrorists, I can see one. I know what they're about. Mind terrorists in Hollywood, in government, in the police state. Above 9,000. I've been terrorized. I've got scars to prove it, but it's yeah. I'm okay. Thanks anyway. Enjoy. Back to your back to your traffic report on the 5 o'clock news. Thanks. Like you needed it.